Senior correspondent John Miller is here. He's a former FBI assistant director and a former NYPD deputy commissioner. So we've been talking to this victim, the carjacking victim, and as we've learned, I mean, had he not gotten away, these guys could have been on their way to New York.
That's true. And, you know, they said they weren't going to kill him, but they also didn't release him. When one carjacker or bomber went in to pay, by the way, with this guy's money, they made him take $800 out of the ATM. When they went in to pay, the other guy was pumping the gas, and that's when he bolted. And that, you know, he saw his opportunity and he took it.
Let me move to this question of what Tsarnaev is saying. What did he say before his Miranda warning, and what did he say after?
Charlie, what we've learned is everything he said before Miranda, and that the investigators from the High Value and Detainee Interrogation Group, the HIG, the professional interrogation team that's dedicated to these terrorism cases, wanted to keep going. But they were basically stopped by the legal process, which took a hand because he's a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil, charged with a U.S. crime, and the courts intervened.
So as soon as they read him his rights, he stopped talking?
Right. Now, they never read him his rights. What happened is the U.S. attorney filed the complaint. And then the judge, the magistrate who arraigns people, said, we're going to have an arraignment, and I'm going to read him his Miranda rights, which they do in every arraignment, and that's when he stopped.
John, can we talk about the parents for a second, especially the mother, because it appears the more she talks, the angrier people get when they hear what she has to say, that she doesn't think it was real, that it was a setup, that it wasn't really blood, that it was paint. What are your law enforcement sources saying about what the parents are saying?
Well, law enforcement sources just, I mean, if the parents want to come here, they're anxious to talk to both of them, because whatever they say on television, they think, you know, in the reality of a room in an interview situation, they might be able to get something more rational. But, you know, we have people over there who are talking to them.
Yes.
And obviously we're getting a lot more from those people, but they're all over the map. I mean, the mother starts off with basically saying, you know, I had one son killed in America, and if the other son killed, she says, Allahu Akbar, you know, God is great. So on one hand, she's almost saying, you know, they're martyrs. And then 2 days later, she's saying, I think my first son was alive when police arrested him and they killed him, to, you know, that this whole thing was a Hollywood set and was set up. So what
but
you're
is she
seeing,
making people angry? Your friends who have worked on this case, who have worked with these victims, I don't know. I sit there with my mouth open watching her.
I don't know if she's making people angry. I think people are looking at her and we're seeing an anguished mother who's all over the map.
Yeah. All right, John Miller, thank you.